feeling which some of this has. Oh man, that was cool. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Motion Designer React videos. And today we're kind of looking at some content that's a little bit different. So to finish off our week of Warhammer, and don't worry, I have a list. You guys have sent me a lot of other cinematics that we'll take a look at. So we're not looking at cinematics today, but what we are going to check out is the gameplay trailer for the new Space Marine 2 game. Oh man. Alright, I've been curious about this game for a little bit. It looks great in terms of the detail and everything already. Wait, is that a flying baby? What is the flying baby? Is that a real thing? Guys, let me know a little bit about this flying baby I just saw. Man, so far as a game, the details in this are looking... I mean, the detail looks amazing.
Oh, the stink. Hold your nose, lad.
Man, just lots of high detail and everything happening in the background as well.
We are inserting into the jamming radius now.
Understood. Damocles out.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, they're really staying with the high level scale that all the Warhammer cinematics have had so far, so I'm liking how that looks already.
Cairo.
I know a game's a little bit different than a cinematic trailer, but
You need not concern yourself with me, Left.
you know, the detail level's looking really good. Like I mentioned before, some of Warhammer's favorite things that I've liked is just the sense of their scale and environments that they've had in their cinematics, so obviously we need some of that in this. Well, I mean right there, that shot just shows how large this area is. Another flying baby. Yeah, look at the size of this gate.
Stand aside.
you got four guys next to one space. Of course, yeah. Just let me do all the work, guys.
The relay is ahead. Through the arch.
Man, look at the just the amount of characters on screen and enemies in the background there. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, getting into it now. Oh, that's an interesting little, like, holy ability he just did. I wonder what that is. Oh man, just... Oh, a nice little finishing move. The amount of enemies on screen, I mean, look at this horde of people. This is... What's cool is, since I just did the trailer video on Tuesday, seeing that battle and that guy, I mean, that scene's right out of the trailer, which is awesome. So I know that the studio doing this is also the guys that did World War Z. And I know that they're using the World War Z engine to be able to get just the sheer amount of enemies on screen, and it shows the swarming of them and fighting off the horde. So far I'm like really impressed by this. It looks great. Love the melee combat. The finishers are obviously cool. And then just environment detail so far, it looks really good. What I'm liking about this, especially with the chainsaw sword that we got going on here, is it's giving me a lot of Gears of War feel. It's like Gears of War, but with color and detail. And that's not to be mean to Gears of War, because I absolutely love Gears of War. But if you can take kind of that Gears of War feeling, which some of this has. Oh man, that was cool. Taking the spike off of his head to do that finisher. Man, just all the liquid effects and everything looks great too. But what I was saying about Gears of War is if you can take the feeling of that, but man, just the history and lore of 40k and the storyline, this game should be,
We'll need to clear this debris.
it should be a home run. The popping of environments and everything back in the background, maybe, you know, a little bit that'll get cleaned up, but it seems like the threshold for those textures refreshing could be a little further out, but I mean, it's like development footage. The release of this is 2023, so we just got a couple of months left, but just look at the high level detail and just the rubble and everything. It looks, I mean, we're getting a great sense of environment and scale as usual from Warhammer. That was cool. Yeah, just the heaviness when he runs. The one thing that did bother me about Gears of War is the sprinting. The camera shake got so crazy, and right now it seems like that's not happening. Oh, sweet, another horde. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, and I'm liking the other soldiers because it is supposed to have online co-op, which I wonder, I'm sure this is like the solo version of it, but if it does have online co-op, I wonder how that'll change, you know, will there be more enemies on screen? Do they just have more health? Is it going to be even crazier than what we're seeing right now? Because so far this just seems like a lot of enemies on screen. Oh, mowed down by the tank. That was sweet. That was cool. I mean, look at the sheer amount of... That is a lot of characters on screen. How they're rendering all that. I mean, I can't wait to see... I mean, obviously, I got to get this game. I can't wait to see what the performance is like with all of these enemies on screen at once. Is it going to lag at all? I mean... It doesn't seem like it. I just can't get over the architecture and the detail. There's just so much little extra bits and bobs that they don't even need in there, but it just feels like an immersive environment so far. Yeah, I mean, it's... I love the catching of the tail. That's so cool. Yeah. Because like in some of the... So this is not being streamed, this is downloaded locally, so it does feel like there might be slight little performance hits in some of those melee moves, but it could be a lot of factors. It could be their gameplay recording as well. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about though. But again, man, there's just so much to look at. There's so many things happening. Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, obviously you want to, you know, I feel like naturally with games like this, you want to shoot everything in sight, but you're going to get overwhelmed. Way too, oh, that's it. What? Man, I feel like we were just warming up, but yeah, that was... Okay, wait, we got something at the end here. Okay. I was just saying, it seems like you're going to have to rely on your melee weapon a lot because you're just going to get overrun so quickly with the amount of enemies. Okay, so a little ending scene there. All right, awesome. All right, I mean, this trailer looks so cool. I'm definitely going to get this game. Just looking at it, some of the things that just really stand out, and I know we're looking at gameplay footage, which is a little bit different from a cinematic, but just the sheer amount of detail in the environments and the immersiveness that I'm hoping is doing justice to the 40k fans and the fan base and the lore, but it just seems really high detailed and immersive. I really like how it's all looking. The thing that really stands out just looking at this from just a gameplay standpoint is it just feels like you get to walk through this world and there's just so much detail in the foreground and the background, and there's a lot happening. I'm really liking all the secondary characters. We're hearing second conversations, but based on the trailer and from what you guys have been telling me with the lore, these normal soldiers, they're seeing the angels and they're seeing the space marines, and they're just like, you know, bowing down, and just they look at them as gods. And so it'd be kind of cool, I feel like, as we're walking through that, if we had a little bit of that, the recognizing them, maybe taking one knee, or like, you know, saluting, giving some sort of honor or respect that they're being saved basically by these 4 space marines. Another thing that really stood out for me that I liked is that giant bell falling down. We're in the city. There's all kinds of destruction, dust, debris, lighting. And I think for in-game footage, that looks amazing. And I'm hoping it stays like that once the game gets released and comes out. And then we end the gameplay trailer with another huge environment, tons of enemies on the ground, tons of enemies in the sky. And again, just thinking about the sheer amount of pixels being rendered on screen and feeling the chaos of that. I mean, this game has me excited. I can't wait for this to come out. The Baldur's Gate review made me buy Baldur's Gate, and I have a feeling this trailer and the other Astartes video is going to make me want to buy Space Marine 2. So when Space Marine 2 comes out, we'll definitely have to take a look at that and play that as well. So there we go. There's a little bonus Warhammer video this week, taking a look at some awesome gameplay from the Space Marine 2 trailer. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys are excited for the game. And let me know what you think about this game and anything else that you guys want to see. And as always, more videos coming out, so we will see you in the next Motion Designer Reacts video. Have a good one, guys.